Legend tells of Dongfang Qingsong, the Moon Supreme of the Moon Tribe, who cultivated ancient forbidden skills, transforming into a monster devoid of emotion. He ruthlessly slew his own father, usurped the Moon Supreme's throne, and commanded 100,000 Moon Tribe soldiers, unleashing chaos across the three realms: the fairy realm of Shiyunshan, the Moon Tribe's Tsangyin Sea, and the mortal world of Yunmeng Lake. To save all living beings, the god of war of the fairy realm sacrificed her primordial spirit, perishing alongside Dongfang Qingsong and sealing away his vast army. However, Dongfang Qingsong's primordial spirit proved indestructible. It was foretold that should he ever be resurrected, a torrent of hellfire would once again engulf the three realms. Only the goddess of Shishan was believed to possess the power to avert this catastrophe, yet she remained lost. Within Shiyunshan's splendor, a young fairy named Orchid awakened. Her gaze fell upon the leaves outside her window, which were no ordinary leaves, but destiny books, each meticulously chronicling the fate of a person through countless lifetimes. Orchid's solemn duty was to organize and care for these books, ensuring that no one's destiny was ever tampered with. Orchid's master, Arbiter, was the senior immortal overseeing the destiny books. Centuries ago, Arbiter, in a drunken haze, had accidentally spilled wine upon a small orchid plant, damaging its immortal root. This mishap left Orchid with significantly weakened cultivation and power. After teaching Orchid her craft, Arbiter embarked on a journey to the mortal world, leaving Orchid to tend to the Arbiter Hall alone for 500 years. Despite her solitude, Orchid found contentment in her quiet life, diligently repairing destiny books and enjoying the company of her talking flower friends. However, some other fairies treated her poorly, even tearing up her hidden portrait of Lord Chang'e. Orchid harbored a cherished ambition: to pass the immortal examination and join the Fountain Palace to repay Lord Chang'e, who 1,500 years ago had persuaded her master to keep her, allowing her to cultivate her wisdom and transform into human form. The other fairies, however, dismissed her dream, scoffing that Lord Chang'e, the revered god of war, would never notice a lowly orchid spirit. Meanwhile, Lord Chang'e returned to Shiyunshan, having victoriously retaken lost territory in the northernmost ocean and defeated Xuanfen, a leader of the Moon Tribe. He was promptly summoned by Lord Yunzhong, the Emperor of Shiyunshan. Lord Yunzhong revealed the urgent reason for Chang'e's recall: the Haotian Tower, where Dongfang Qingsong's indestructible primordial spirit had been secretly sealed 30,000 years prior, was experiencing dangerous tremors. Though thought to be consciousnessless, Dongfang Qingsong's primordial spirit was relentlessly pounding the Haotian matrix, the powerful seal within the tower, causing it to loosen. With Lord Yunzhong's father in seclusion, Chang'e was needed to join other senior immortals in strengthening the deteriorating seal to prevent Dongfang Qingsong's escape. Back in the Arbiter Hall, as Orchid organized destiny books, fairies from Bayusi came to retrieve some. They grumbled about their task, disappointed to miss Lord Chang'e's triumphant return. Overhearing this, Orchid's heart swelled with joy. Determined to make an impression, she rushed to gather the most exquisite flowers to deliver to Fountain Palace. Upon arriving, she spotted Lord Chang'e's imposing figure. As she attempted a graceful approach, she stumbled, falling unceremoniously before him. Nevertheless, she presented her flowers, pouring out her heartfelt gratitude for his past kindness. Lord Chang'e, however, appeared to have no recollection of the event. He politely declined the flowers, stating that killing enemies was merely his duty, and told her to dispose of a valuable magical firefly stone he had been holding. Believing he had accepted one of her orchids and gifted her the stone, Orchid was overjoyed and interpreted it as a sign of a destined connection. Buoyed by this perceived connection, Orchid confidently went to register for the immortal examination, only to be met with derision from other fairies. They mocked her, mistaking her for various other flowers and calling her a lowly plant spirit unfit for Fountain Palace. Unfazed, Orchid boldly declared, "I am Orchid from Arbiter Hall. All of you should remember my name and background, because I will defeat all of you in the immortal examination." Despite her outward confidence, she privately worried about affording the expensive medicine needed to repair her immortal root for the exam. Her friends, after bickering about her true motives for repaying Chang'e, accusing her of simply being infatuated, selflessly offered their saved spirit stones to help her by the elixir. Just as Orchid rejoiced, Lord Chang'e's destiny book inexplicably fell and shattered. Despite her frantic efforts, she could not repair it, realizing with dread that it pretended Lord Chang'e's primordial spirit would be destroyed that very night. Meanwhile, storm clouds gathered over Shiyunshan as thunder rumbled. Inside Haotian Tower, Lord Yunzhong commanded the assembled immortals to swiftly reinforce the seal. Suddenly, a blinding light erupted from the tower, its immense power repelling weaker, celestial soldiers. Lord Chang'e bravely surged forward to confront the energy, but his efforts proved futile. Desperate, Orchid recalled her master's strict warning. A master of destiny books must never reveal its secrets to its owner or alter anyone's fate, lest they face divine punishment and be annihilated. Yet, She could not stand by as Lord Changheng faced destruction. Concealing her face, she plunged into the chaotic energy, creating a shield to protect him from the lethal surge. By the time Lord Changheng registered her sacrifice, Orchid was already falling deep into the powerful seal. Lord Yunzhong declared that the Haoyan Tower seal was now complete and could not be reopened. Orchid plummeted through the void, a strange light emanating from her chest as she was drawn toward a formidable figure, Dongfang Qingsong. In a moment of unconsciousness, their lips met. She awoke in a desolate, snowy landscape, staring at a withered tree. After a sneeze, she found herself in a dark space, confronted by a figure identical to herself. As she cautiously approached, the doppelganger's eyes gleamed with murderous intent and threw her to the ground. It was then that Orchid comprehended the shocking truth. She had swapped bodies with Dongfang Qingsong. Now in his powerful form, she possessed his boundless magic, and he, in her weak body, coolly instructed her to shatter the Haoyan matrix to escape, threatening her life if she refused. Orchid retorts that he is merely a sinful immortal and reminds him that since they have swapped bodies, killing her would mean killing himself. This realization prompts Dongfang Qingsong to retaliate by cutting off the long hair from Orchid's body, which he currently occupies. Enraged, Orchid, in Dongfang Qingsong's body, pulls at her new hair, causing him to feel the pain as well due to their connection. She threatens to make him bald and destroy his immortal root, claiming she has nothing to lose as her own is already damaged. Overwhelmed, she breaks down, lamenting her lost hair, her ruined chances at the immortal examination, and being trapped in his body. Feeling her emotional agony, Dongfang Qingsong demands she stop crying, remarking that she's the first person to ever threaten him and make him cry. Desperate, Orchid attempts to break the Haoyan matrix, but cannot control his immense power. Dongfang Qingsong deduces that to reverse the switch, they must repeat the action that caused it. Meanwhile, in Shiyanshan, Changheng prepares a special green flame wine for his friend, Ronghao, who has just returned. They meet in a secluded fairyland in painting, avoiding the official celebration. Changheng expresses his bitter disappointment that Lord Yunzhong and the other heavenly lords did nothing when an innocent fairy fell into the Haoyan Tower. Ronghao shares the sentiment, stating his long-standing aversion to the hypocrites of Shiyanshan. As they drink, Ronghao comments on the beauty of Shishan, musing that its goddess, Shiyun, must be equally stunning. Ronghao notices a handkerchief in Changheng's hand. When Changheng dismisses it, Ronghao uses a spell to reveal a hidden orchid pattern. Ronghao teases him, advising him to relax as his engagement to the goddess is a formality. They have never met, and she has been gone for 30,000 years. Changheng remains steadfast, vowing to search for her no matter how long it takes. Ronghao playfully relents, fearing he would lose his only drinking companion in the fairy realm. In the tower, Dongfang Qingsong pins Orchid down to kiss her, but she instinctively uses his power to push him away. Realizing this is the only way, she bravely closes the distance and kisses him, successfully reversing the body swap. Back in his own body, Dongfang Qingsong shatters the Haoyan Tower seals, sending shockwaves across Shiyanshan and triggering alarms. He briefly thanks a terrified Orchid for his freedom. When he grabs her, he feels a sharp, shared pain and releases her, allowing her to escape. To cover his tracks, Dongfang Qingsong magically repairs the tower, making it appear as if nothing happened. Orchid checks Changheng's destiny book and is relieved to find it restored. She spots Changheng and Ronghao and hides. Their conversation is interrupted as two sinful immortals appear and are apprehended by guards. After they leave, Changheng senses a disturbance near the tree but finds no one. Later, after reporting to Lord Yunzhong, Changheng realizes his handkerchief is missing and returns to search for it, but it is gone. Dongfang Qingsong arrives at the Memory Lost River and reunites with his loyal lieutenant, Shank, who has awaited his return for 30,000 years. A flashback to the war 30,000 years prior shows Dongfang Qingsong's overconfident battle against the god of war, Chidi. Shank reports that in his absence, Dongfang Qingsong's younger brother, Xuanfeng, took over but proved incompetent. Two kings rebelled, plunging the Moon tribe into 3 millennia of civil war. The fairy realm exploited this chaos, seizing Moon tribe territory. Enraged, Dongfang Qingsong vows to revive his army of 100,000 elite soldiers, reclaim his land, and destroy Shiyanshan. Shank adds a crucial detail. The Shuafeng sword, the key to the seal on his army, could only be loosened by the Chidi, the god of war, whose primordial spirit was destroyed in their last battle. In Haishur City, Orchid visits Jelly's shop to buy a universe pill to heal her damaged immortal root, but cannot afford the high price. Jelly offers a deal. If Orchid delivers an overdue clothing order to the notorious Lufang Pavilion, she can have the medicine on credit, but with 50% interest. Desperate, Orchid agrees. Meanwhile, at Lufang Pavilion, its master, Die, is frustrated by her subordinate's failure to find a specific flower spirit her lord seeks. Ordering the lowly plant spirits, they did find to be sent to the Soul Transformation Grounds. Upon arriving at Lufang Pavilion, Orchid finds the place in chaos as guards search for an escaped phoenix plant spirit. She finds the terrified spirit and transforms it back into a plant to help it hide. While there, Orchid is shocked to sense a destiny book which should only exist in the Arbor Hall. Following the sensation, she discovers a nameless destiny book. Unable to reach it, she uses the power of her spirit stones to summon it to her. The moment Orchid touches the book, Dongfang Qingsong feels a sharp pain, realizing she is in grave danger. Simultaneously, Orchid and the Phoenix plant spirit are captured and taken to the Soul Transformation Grounds. The spirit is thrown off a cliff into the churning flames below. Before Orchid can react, she is struck by a powerful force and sent plummeting after it. If you love the story, subscribe for the next episode.